Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about real-time and background workflow. So real-time workflow means we can say it is a synchronous workflow, and background workflow means it is asynchronous. So what is the main difference between real-time workflow and background workflow? So real-time workflow means it runs immediately as it triggers event occur before or after save the record. For example, if you are saving one record, immediately the trigger will appear. For example, now one bill ID you are giving and saving it. So immediately it will be saved. Okay, if you pull one data, automatically it will be pulled immediately. That is real time or a synchronous workflow. So when we use this real time workflow or synchronous workflow is when you need instant validations, when you need instant validations and calculations, business logics to complete before user proceeds, we use this real time workflow. So how is the performance? Performance higher impact on the system performance if overused, right? If it is blocks the thread until the completion, because if you are pulling one data, then automatically it will be blocking, right? So that's why higher impact on performance side. And execution time, it executes same transaction actually at the event. Okay, so that is the execution time. And example is prevent save if required field is missing, update field immediately upon creation, or show error if business rule is violated. So this is one example. And next one is background workflow or asynchronous workflow. Background workflow and asynchronous workflow. For example, sometimes when you are refreshing only, the data will be displayed. Okay, so for example, if you save it, one example I will show you. So see, now I am saving this customer. See, there is case acknowledgement status should immediately display, right? But it is not displaying. If you refresh it, it will be displayed because it might take some time to display it. Okay, let me refresh it once again. So after I refresh it 2 3 times, the case acknowledged status is showing yes only. Okay, so this is called background. The workflow will be running on the background. But wherein for example another cases, see, when you select some account here, okay, in the left hand side, customer details automatically displaying. So this is called synchronous. It is not asynchronous, it is a synchronous. Immediately the details are displaying. So that is the difference. Okay, this is synchronous, or you can say it is a real time workflow. But if refresh is required, or if it is running in the background, then we say it is a asynchronous workflow or background workflow. So that is the difference. And the background workflow runs in the background after the record is saved. Okay, so it may not be instant, right? So that is one thing. And the second thing is the use cases are for non-urgent process, or batch updates, or a task that can happen later. We use this background workflow. And coming to the performance impact, it lower impact performance wise. Okay, because it is running on background. better for the system performance, a heavy load environment. Heavy load environment is there, no, that time also we can use performance. For example, sometimes okay, if your system performance is very high, I mean very low, okay, it is slow, very slow, for example, then you can make your workflows as a background workflow if it is running real time workflow. Okay, and user feedback, so cannot stop record from the saving, because it will be running in the background, right? We cannot stop, and user won't get immediate error messages also. Error messages also we cannot see. And execution time, it executes separately from the record transaction. Failures did not affect on the record save. Okay, sometimes you see failures also will not affect on the record save. And best example is send confirmation email, assign leads to the users, update related records after save, log audit records, or send data external system. These are all some examples for asynchronous workflow or background workflow. And next, how to choose it. Okay, which workflow when you want, how to choose it. Okay, so if you need use this workflow, instant feedback purpose we use real time, and heavy processing with the low urgency we can use background, and prevent or validate save we can use real time, and post save notification or tasks we can use background workflows. So how to set it? I am going to give you one example. For example, best example is already it is there. If you created one workflow, okay, then that case acknowledgement status should display as yes. Okay, this is the example. So it is one workflow already I have enabled, that's why it is working. So how to create this workflow I am going to show you. So now go to the settings, advanced settings, and again settings, customizations, because this is case entity, so it is a out of box module. So we need to select the customization, and then uh, again customize the system, because we are going to customize the system. Expand the entities and find out with the case entity we are going to uh, create a workflow case entity. And under case entity, so fields you have to create. So our field name is what, uh, this one, case acknowledged, right? Case acknowledged, this is a option set field. Just case acknowledged option set field I already created it. Okay, case acknowledged field already I have created, and I have moved to the form. I will show you. This is the form, case form. See, this is the case acknowledged. It is a drop down actually to option set value, yes or okay, yes or no option will be there. So now I have created one field and move to the form, and after that I published earlier, I no need to publish now. And then after that I am going to write the workflow. So workflow, anyway, go to the process, select process only. So this is the process, and very simple workflow. Now I am going to create one workflow. So case acknowledgement status workflow, status workflow. This is my process name, and activity is workflow, and entity name is also you have to select the case entity. In the bottom you see case entity. This is the case entity and click OK. That's it. And this is like a scope is always organization, and when you are going to start is when record is created. Okay, this is our trigger point. And next add step. So what you want first, I want yes or no. If case is created, acknowledgement status yes or no, right? So after that send email. Two things. First update the record. Select update the record, and set the properties. Set properties, we have to give like yes only. If it is created, then it should be yes only. First this one remove it and click yes only, and click save and close. That's it. Save, save and close, and activate. And next thing is email trigger. Once it is done, email trigger. Send email. Email, simple email template I am using. I am not using completely like earlier how we used from Vijay Kumar. Add it, and it to you have to select contact, and under the contacts save search with the name name of the contact that you want. So this contact should have email id, and select it, click OK. Then and subject is also you can write case acknowledge, and here case id, and case id. Okay, here I want one dynamic value, and assign it to here also one dynamic value. Thanks and regards. Thanks and regards. Dynamical value here, place your mouse cursor there, case and id, case title, right, case number, and add it. So case number, add, select, done, is created. And assign it to also we can add one dynamical value, and assigned, select assigned. Our customer or owner, I think owner, owner name. Just two things only dynamically, and here also case id, case id, case id. I can select the case number and add it, and click OK. Now this is my email template, and save and close. Only two things, one is updated, and second one is send email, and save it and activate it. So case status should automatically, if you are creating, then automatically it will create like yes, and after that send email, activate it, activate, and close it. and minimize it and test. So once again you have to click like refresh it and create a new case. Test cases with email and customer, any customer name we can select, save it. So case is created. So when update record, right, when case is created, automatically case acknowledge should be yes, and inspect and refresh it. That's it. So because it is a background workflow, that's why it will take some time. It is yes, acknowledgement status. And also emails also we have to check whether email has been sent or not. So this is my email ID. So just now only it is sent, and your case ID is assigned to Vijay Kumar, owner. Okay, this is how it works. And the next thing is, what is the background? How to create a background workflow? So again, go to your workflows process. So this is my workflow. It is just now activated, and select it. First, deactivate it. Deactivate, and now select it. If you see it here, run this workflow in the background. It is a by default option. Okay, you first initially background workflow. That's why when we refreshed it, then only the fields were displaying, right? But how can you make it a real time workflow? Okay, for example, I want to make it real time. Okay, open it, and you can see it here. Convert to a real time workflow. This one. So when you convert it as a real time workflow, immediately the fields will display the case acknowledgement status. Okay, let me test it and activate it. So now you see, run this workflow background in this one is unselected, unticked, because we selected convert to the background, earlier real time workflow, and anyway activate it and save and close it. So now the expectation would be, you no need to refresh. When you create a case, you no need to refresh. Case acknowledgement status should automatically display. So let me create a new case, and case name is real time workflow, and customer status is this one. And now if you save it, it should display immediately. Let me save it. See, immediately it is displayed. But saving is taking time. If you observe it, it is taking time. Okay, that is the disadvantage of real time workflow, because real time workflow user has to wait till it is saved. That is the disadvantage. Performance issue will be there. But sometimes user requires this kind of things only. Okay, you know how to create real time and background workflow. And and another thing is, you see it here in the workflows. So this is a real time workflow, right? So this is a real time workflow, and the owner of the workflow, one radio button is there, and the user who made changes to the record. Okay, that means this is the user who made the changes means it can be like anyone, you know, the like if you, for example, this is my workflow, if you are also execute, you can also execute it, so that time also this workflow will work. But if you select the first option, the owner of the workflow means the workflow will run only for that particular user, it will not run for other users. Okay, so that means real time workflow can be run in both the ways. One is user context, first one is user context, and second one is admin context. So both the ways the real time workflow will run, but wherein um, background workflow we'll see how it works. So let me convert it as a background workflow. So convert to a background workflow, select it. Now these two options will disappear. So there is no two options. That means the background workflow will run only admin context. Okay, so there is no user context. So that is the background workflow. Okay, that's it. So that is like a real time and background workflow differences. So finally, real time workflow means it is a synchronous workflow, and background workflow means it is a asynchronous workflow. And based on our customer requirement, we will use the workflows. Okay, that's it for today. Yeah, and before winding up this session, please practice these concepts on lead, opportunity, or any other custom entities. Both workflows you have to uh, practice it. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.